Howdy y'all, Treetop Woodworking here again. My name is Terry. If you're just visiting my channel for the first time, I'm glad you're here. Just going to do a little project. First, I got a lot of scrap wood. I probably got like 200 of these here. And they're oak. I got like 200 of them. They're about 9 inches long, 3.5 inches thick, maybe 3.5 this way too. I ain't sure. See what do I have here? You got 3.5 that way, so I must not. I've only got like 3 this way. So, but I've got like 200 of them, and it's a project I've been wanting to do that I've been seeing and kind of like them, and we'll put my own little spin on it. And I guess when it comes to the stars, these flags, they're crosses is what they are, but the flags oriented, have the stars and stripes on them, and they really look nice. I figured I'd try me some out, but first I'm going to have to clean up a lot of my scrap wood and get me some I can use. And you'll see how I use all these little pieces too. And these are weird pieces, because here I can't use that the whole run, and I can't use the whole run of about a little over a ½ inch on the bottom, but I still got about 1 inch in the middle, and I can use these sides about 3/4 of an inch, so I can get a lot of scrap off of these. And I've got 200, 300, I don't know. I've got them stacked up everywhere. I got a stack here, stack over there, stack on the picnic table, almost covering the picnic table. But yeah, I got a bunch of them. But anyway, I sure do thank you for joining me today, and for those who have subscribed, I thank you. If you haven't subscribed, I just ask that you would think about it, subscribing. But like, comment, share, it all helps the channel. But I sure do thank you for being here with me today. But I'm going to get set up and get to cleaning some of these blocks down to where I can use them. I might make us a flag or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 6 one dozen of another, whatever we come to, but I better get started. I'll get back with you here shortly. Well, we're through playing now, Ma. I went through a pretty good stack. Now, these are some leftovers that I can make coasters or anything out of. A whole lot of coasters there. But here's my stack right here, and here, and here, and here, and here. That's the OCB coming out in me, old country boy. I started on that pile and I didn't want to quit till I had it got done. Like I said, I had 4 piles, so now I only got 3. But I still got to come back tomorrow, and you see, I'm going to have to cut this little edges off. Because what I'm after is this middle piece here. Because there's more than 3/4 of an inch, or maybe an inch, a good inch I can get. But for my flags, I'm wanting 3/4 of an inch thick at least. And thinner pieces for some backing. But anyway, we're through playing now, Ma. Guess I gotta clean my mess up. I'll get back with you tomorrow. It's about to get dark on me. And I still got another flute to finish off tonight. I think it's going to be a D bass flute. Almost done with it. I'm going to have to just finish tuning it. And I'll do a little waxing on it. I might get that little out on video. I'm going to start on it sometime. I got one more. I think it's going to be a bass. I don't know about the other bass. They might be E's. It's still bass, but not as deep as a D. But anyway, thank you for joining me, and we'll get back with you tomorrow. Guess that dog going crazy, didn't he? Oh, sun going down. Down, down, down. Well, I'll get back with you tomorrow. Well, we're back again. Try to get this pile behind me whittled down. Gotta get rid of this here, so I'll just have this left. But I got a pile to go. I better get busy. Well, I got through that pile. Now you see I got another pile of this inch, 3/4 to an inch or better, about 8 inches long. Good wood to use. I can trim her down, start getting pieces I need. I'm going to use pieces that are like 3 or 4 inches long, about probably 1.5 inches wide. That's what I'll be trying to get out of that. But that's all. all I'm going to do today, I'm going to clean my mess up. And even these little trims, I'll use them for something, you know. Hate to throw anything away. And this thin stuff in between, I may use it to cut my stars out of. It will go on my, I'll be using for a flag. See, like a piece like this, it's good. It's perfectly straight all the way across through there, level. And I can just run it through and cut it out and get me some pieces off it easy. And all these pieces are good. I'll have to run them through the planer because they are different. Every one of them, they had dirt on them, knots on them, pieces out of them. But I'm going to get my mess cleaned up and I'll get back with y'all later. And I'm sorry, it's just doing it a day at a time a little bit, but my wife's getting ready to have surgery and we're running back and forth to the doctors, and you know how they are. They want you to come and see what a stack I got there. And still got that stack I'm going to use for coasters and all these pieces here. But yeah, I just have them do it a little bit at a time as I can do it. But forgive me if it takes me a while to get a project done. Now once she has the surgery, it's going to be kind of a major surgery. Give y'all a view of the woods instead of ground. We have rock bluffs on the side of the hill over there, and also got the spring down there, and there's a cave on down there, but you can't see it. It's on the other side of the, but you can see the rock on the other side over there. But yeah, my wife's gonna be down for a while, a month or so, and I'll have to pick up the slack for things in the house anyway, and it's going to take me a while to get another project done once I get this one done. So, but I'll get back with you as quick as I can on them. But I'll get back on this in just a day or two here, unless it rains me out. But I'll get back with you then. Well, we set up here again. My planer out. We'll take care of this stack of scrap wood here. Actually, it's good wood though. But I'm gonna get to running it through this planer here. I won't make y'all watch all of that. Might get the very first of it, that'd be it. But I better get going here. I'll get back with y'all when I'm done here. Well, I finished them up. I got a pile of them there, and I got like almost 4 stacks. It's a little over 3/4 of an inch, and I got some that's 3/4, and I got about a stack. I don't know, like 20 or 30 that's almost 3/4 of an inch anyway. But the majority of them is like 8.5 inches long by 3.5 inches wide. So that's plenty enough to do the flags I'm wanting to do. And I've got so much there now. Well, here, I'll show you. That wore me out getting these things. Let's see if I can get this off here. Yeah, I got be good wood. Seems like sometimes I work more cleaning wood than I do building stuff. Time I get to building, I'm more out. But I got enough there to do a lot of flags and anything else if I want to. I like the flags. There's 2 or 3 different ones too. There's different paints you can use. There's different styles. There's one style you can do and end up with a like a dowel in the back of it, sharpened in, and it can stick in the ground. Most of these first ones I'm going to do is going to have a hanger on them. I think we can hang them in the house, but you can fix them different ways. It's just really neat, I think, and get some high gloss paint on there. And it's going to look good. But, I tell you what, them planers are a trick. They save you so much time. I tell you, you get a lot done with them. Like I went through all that. That was a job there. But, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna try to get started tomorrow, but my wife's gotta go to the doctor tomorrow and gotta go see them. They always want to see you one time before you have surgery, and we're gonna pray for the best there. But we're gonna try to get started on these flags as soon as we can. Now that we got all the lumber down where we want it, just gonna have to find me some backer pieces. But we'll go ahead and get off here for now and get back with you in a bit. It's another beautiful day we have here. Here I done got my flags. I've got like 20 of these that I can get 5 a piece. 3 inches by 1.5 inches is what I'm wanting. The thickness is like 3/4. Well, I've done cut these, trimmed them up to 3 inches, and I can get 5 of them, 1.5 inches, and I'll have a little bit left. So 5 of them times 20, I got 100. I'm gonna cut me some extra. Only needed 90, but I'm gonna cut extra because each one takes 9 of them, 3 inches by 1.5 inches of these. Then these here down to 3 inches also, but they're going to be 7 inches this way. And these, of course, they'll be. I went ahead and cut 10 of these. I only need 9 of them. I think I cut 11, but I only need 9. Well, 10. I don't know what I'm thinking there, but I cut 11 anyway. Now these here, and I'll put a better cut list up when I get a little further into it, when I go to editing. But and these here are going to be. I can get. I think I can get 4 of what I need. These are going to be 4 inches by 1.5 inches. And these are about 3.5 inches this way, so I can get 2 out of it pretty easy out of here, and then here I'll be 4. So I'm going to need, I think, 10 of these or to do that. That ought to give me plenty because it'll take 2 for each one. And I'm doing 10, so I'm going to need 20 of them. And I've done got 10 of them cleaned out. I may get me a few extras if I need it. Go ahead and trim it down while I got the saw out. But just want to give you a little update. We get to probably get my crosscut sled out and get them down a little bit littler. That'll be the next thing we get at. But I'll get back with you when that happens, and I'll get a little better measurements and have them posted too. But I'll get back with you shortly. See. I believe that winter I did have an extra one there. Yeah. Just glad it's another beautiful day. Thank the Lord. Heck yeah. I'll get back with you in a bit. Let's see, these I've not trimmed down yet because these want 4 inches long. I'm going to have to cut these down the middle. Unlike these, which are going to be running the other way, and the grain's going to be up and down that way. These, the grain are going to be running out sideways, but that's the way it's got to be. And you'll see when I get them all cut down. I got cut what I wanted to, though. All I got to do is glue together and start painting mine. I'll be done. Can't believe it's rain. I mean, really. Couldn't wait 15 minutes. I don't even know if I got it. Well, it's time for that time we all love, sanding. All these little pieces. The good news is my little sander, all those pieces are too. My little sander I Jimmy rigged the other day. Hillbilly rigged there, still working. So I'll have to hit it with that one. And then I got a hand sander I can finish it off with 200, 220, whatever it is. But I'll get this hooked up and done. Buzz, 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 buzz. Got bee swipers flying around everywhere. Whole lot of painting going on. Got the blue suede shoes. Got the blue. Got the rooster blue. We got the white going on. Probably, maybe getting close to dry. Don't know. We got the red. Who can guess what we're doing? The good old red, white, and blue. Yes, sirree, Bob. Bob. Yes, sir. Inside my diary of a madman here. Let's see. Yeah, I got these cut down about, I don't know, was it a 1/2 inch by 2 inches. Kind of got a funny edge to them, but we don't need for them to be perfect. We're just going to half lap them and use it for the backing, for the flags, for the crosses. But I better get to making a little sawdust. I'll get back with y'all later. Don't know about y'all, but I got to put a board under it and behind it. Maybe I'm doing something wrong in order to get a good cut. If I don't, the end of the cut will go up like the saw goes up. Getting close, we better check it. Which one we're going to use with it. That's pretty close. One more cut, look like. Good deal. So now we'll knock out this one. I won't put y'all through that monotonous misery. Cutting my stars out here. Got the measurements down. It says 30 by 30, but on my gerbil, or whatever you want to call it, but I know 13, 14 is about a 1/2 inch, so But this is smaller than what I would think would be an inch. Anyway, this is only like a ½ inch. These are coming out too. Might look bigger on this deal here, but they're pretty small. As you can see, they're smaller than my thumb. Pretty small. But I got this is just a 10-watt laser. I got it speeds like on 60 and the power's on 90. Of course, you make a vector out of your image so it can cut it. Sometimes it wants to do the square around it too. You got a booger with it in a minute, get rid of that square, you'll have it'll cut out a square around it also. But yeah, it seems like I hit, after I vectorize it, seemed like I hit chlorophyll or whatever that is, and click on the edge and then click on the inside, and then it just leaves me the star, not a square around it. If y'all know exactly how that works, please share and let me know. I get lucky and get it, I just mess with it a minute. Yeah, after you hit vectorize, down below your picture, before you move on to the screen, that you get to pick your power. Before you go there, there's options down at the bottom, and that one says flood fill is what it says. Anyway, I hit on that one and click on the inside, and it kind of shades that in, but the square around it disappears, I think. And then then you can go ahead and, you should be able to go ahead and print it. You'll have to pay attention to that square around it too, just to make sure you do it right. Yeah, and if your picture, if your star like mine is double lined, it looks like, after I hit flood fill, I'll click between those two lines that are really close together, and then I'll click on the inside and hit flood fill. Well, I'll hit flood fill between those two lines too, but I'll go to the inside in the very middle of the star and hit flood fill, and it usually shades all of it, and then I only got the one line, which is the star, and the square is gone. If that helps you any at all, that's the best I can explain it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention too, my material is only 1/8 of an inch. In between 1/8 to 3/16, probably closer to 1/8. Just cutting out some extras here. They're all finished up here. Them Q-tips good to use to put the glue on, especially in little stars. Hey, treetop woodworking here. Finally got her finished. One of them anyway. I got like 9 more of them to do. But I cut these stars out with my laser cutter. I just glued them on with wood glue. Yeah, turned out pretty good. Everybody seems to like them. Just used spray paint on them, but turned out pretty good for spray paint. But you could use, regular house paint would probably be better. Either one, but turned out pretty good. And see on the back, I just made a half lapped across that I could put the cross on, something to glue everything to. And put me a little hanger. You can hang it on the wall, or you can put a rope on it, or you could glue a stake on the back or tack one on it and put it in the ground, either one. This one's actually going in the house. Didn't had it hanging on the wall earlier. My wife liked it, but got about 9 more of them to finish off. Just wanted to share this with you. Finally got her done. It turned out pretty good too. It's just lay it there. But just wanted to share that with you, and do thank you for those who have subscribed and liked the channel. And if you haven't, I wish you would sure think about subscribing, hitting that like button, and ringing that bell. It lets you know if I got any more of my newest videos that come out if you want. But for now, I guess I'll see y'all a little further around the mountain. Y'all take it easy.